Why?
So the lips don't sweat.
They don't sweat.
And no, there are some lips that have pimple.
And the hips don't lie.
Oh,
No, they said if it has pimple, that is herpes.
It's herpes. Oh yes, because I know that there are some. Yeah, there are some bumps on the mouth. I see at different times. And yes, like you said, sometimes I know that malaria causes some.
So
they said it's
blisters.
not malaria.
Different things cause different things. That's why they say don't Google your symptoms.
I see.
Be very careful. Don't Google. Go to if you're not feeling fine, go to a medical practitioner. Let them diagnose you, because if you Google your symptoms,
you could die faster than the illness.
In fact, the headache you have is already cancer. Let's start from there. Oh, what Google does,
I'm telling you.
You go to the hospital sometimes and some people are Googling in front of the doctor. I had to argue with the doctor to make a point. I don't even understand.
At times I feel like, yes, we've gone to the point where we have smart devices and everything, and everybody, information is readily available. And so it's okay if people now want to even douse professionals. And I would say that, look, no matter what, you might talk about the death of the brain drain, that's talking about people living and all that, talk about the incompetence of some people, but at least if somebody has spent some time to do something, give the person the benefit.
Yes, it's just like the way, okay, so you find some things, there will always be information. It takes a medical professional to sift the correct one for you because they know the right thing. It's even like translation, for example. So when I'm translating from French or Portuguese to English, people will tell me that, is it not Google Translate? Well, guess what? Google will not give you the tenses. Google will not construct the sentences right for you. And you could try it by imputing something in your local language, and you put it there and ask Google to translate it to English. That's when you will know that Google doesn't give you the tenses.
Oh, yeah. That one does happen.
Okay, so yeah, I was actually going to talk about, I thought this was overflogged until it came up again, and I'm like, seriously, are we still doing this? The issue of who owns the front seats.
Okay.
Is it the mother-in-law or the wife or the girlfriend, as the case may be? Since these days, people do
let's say wife,
live in relationships.
Because as far as the girlfriend is concerned, that's not your seat.
Oh, sorry, no vex. So, what's your thoughts on this though? This front seat thing, who owns it?
Nobody. Nobody owns it. But going by the ideology or the laws or the principles that guides and protects the marriage institution, also that borders on what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. We have come to realize that in this time, or in these times, right, we see mother-in-laws who use it as a way of instigating some sort of, violence, or instigating some sort of animosity or subdominance or superiority against their daughter-in-laws that, oh, it's my son, it is my space, this can na me own am. This house is me that owns it. It is not you. Now you borrow come. Now, conversations around the wife, they say the wife and the husband do not have any blood connection. They're only connected by law. Yes, now. And that is why there are conversations around, a husband choosing his children over his wife.
Yeah. I said that, I know, to digress a little bit, I remember when I mentioned that thing that when people spoke about how the connection of blood is the strongest. When I said, I remember mentioning that the people who connected you by that blood are not connected by blood. So it's just funny how all of things go. But making a reference to that, there's that particular video that has, if it's that particular video that's been making arounds where a man was going out, and then the wife, I think the wife had already gotten into the front seat.
Yeah.
And then the mother comes in and she says something like, oh, she can't go, she can't.
She practically confronted the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she practically confronted the daughter-in-law.
Yeah, and for me, she did the best. She just stood up and
went to her car.
Went to her own car, really now.
She walked
back or something and all of that. And then the man just went ahead, put the mom inside, closed the door, went away, and all of that. It's quite dicey, and dicey when I say this because of in that particular scenario. Of course, if it's me, I would have my wife there. My mom would sit behind. In fact, there's even more respect for me, and her mom would sit behind, even if it's a girlfriend. But now, you are thinking about in that particular scenario where the mom took the initiative and went ahead. So if he comes and she has already displaced the wife now,
what did you do about it?
Exactly. What do you want the man to do now? It starts going down to what's your relationship with the mom.
So,
because the man is thinking now, as at that moment, he's not just seeing a woman who birthed him, he's seeing experiences. So now he's thinking of, in the first place, now in his mind, he's thinking, if this woman sacrificed for me, what if he did a lot for me to this thing? In this kind of scenario, these are the few things that she might want to enjoy, even if I want to. So there's that thing that, okay, this woman might have done a lot for me. We know how you women, our mothers are. When it comes to the children, if there is nothing to eat, the mother will not eat, let the child eat. Although, but that's why I still wonder about that story that we read about how women were sharing their children. I don't know how bad the hunger will be. Yeah, in the Bible, there's a story like that of famine. I don't know how bad the hunger will be that a mom would decide to eat their kids. Because the moms I know would rather starve and let the kids eat.
Yeah, but I guess they were also, if you think about it critically, right, you could also say that maybe they also felt that, well, I'm also going to have more kids.
So, but in this scenario, like I'm saying, so in that scenario, the man is not choosing the mom over the wife. He's choosing
his experiences,
his life.
See,
you know,
be it experiences,
it's kind of dicey or something.
Be it whatever. I know I may be termed weird, but to me, this issue is the least of marital problems. I've never understood the reason people, to me, fib over little
start
things.
A lot of fire. This thing.
See, I know so many people are going to go, oh, come off it. It's the man should know that his wife comes first now. Look, and I'm saying this confidently because this is what I believe in. Nobody can come between a man and his mom.
Mother.
And nobody can come between a woman and her mom too. Look, everybody should just let things
again,
be.
I even feel it's even easier for someone to come between a woman and her
be
mother
it a woman and her mom or a woman and her dad. The reality is this. It is not a big deal. These things are just temporary. What if the woman is visiting for a short period? Even if she's living with you people, now front seats.
Yeah, but maybe
no. See, let me break this thing down.
Okay.
Because every time I hear it, I'm sorry. I know for men, women is different. But every time I hear it, I feel like it's much ado over nothing. There are bigger marital issues than who sits in front and who sits at the back. If my mother-in-law comes and says, it is the front seat, by all means, I will even stretch well in the back seats. What's all this? And then all these things, if she wants to even share a bed with her son, fine. You want to cuddle him again? Hello? Are you not his mother? Please do whatever you want to do. Because the truth is, parents, we forget that as we are growing older, these people are also growing even older.
Right.
They have just a short period. You can say your mother-in-law will be alive for 10 years and she's gone within 2.
Mother-in-laws are troublesome.
They are, yes, they are. But sometimes you just avoid that trouble.
Then the response, how the husband and the son responds to that situation actually tells a lot about the underlying issues.
Wisdom on all ends. But you see this cow, no? In fact, just leave them with the cars.
Like, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. I'd like to hear from you. Go on a quick break, guys. The show continues.